Okay, so I'm right back. Didn't change a thing. I'm still cutting these. But usually it takes me, I think, about an hour to make a video of a scrapbook page. I don't think it makes, well, I haven't made a scrapbook page without making a video in a while. So I would say that it takes me not as long, but honestly, I haven't made a scrapbook page without making a video in a super long time. So I can't really tell you how long it takes me anymore, because I guess it takes me like, you know, an hour. Huh. I just wonder if I could do it like this, and then all of the photos, that doesn't work. What I want to have is a transparency that's just completely clear, so then I can put the title. I guess if I put the title over this photo, that photo's not like the end of the world to wreck. Let's just see. Okay, I have this one. Which doesn't really work either. Okay, we'll just look at one or two more and then I'll give up on this. I have this transparency, which is mostly like, you know, a girl, blah, blah, blah. But if I just did if I cut that there, perhaps, let me see this. Okay, this has a quote, "Love doesn't make the world go round, love makes the ride worthwhile." It's a quote by Franklin Jones. I was going to say Ben Franklin. I don't know like too much about Ben Franklin, but I don't think he was like making quotes about love. I kind of like the idea of this. Is it too crazy? Let's try it just like this without those other things. Okay, because part of this story is that when we were dating, like, no one was rooting for us. Everyone was like, why don't you just stick with your old boyfriend? He was so much better. So I kind of like this idea of the love, love, love. Like, just like this. So I'm going to cut a little bit of it off here, and then I'm going to sew these down. Oh, I can't sew this down because of the pocket nature of the page. I can just sew this part down, though. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, the longest page ever. Not the longest page ever, but one of my more indecisive days. We'll just say that. Okay, so I should probably cut this part first. Oops. Okay. So transparency is a little different. To cut. There we go. Had a rough start to it, but I got that cut on the guillotine cutter. Okay, back with the sewing machine. So I'm just going to be sewing down one side of it. And I'm again, I think, going to not adhere it. I'm just going to hope for the best. Turn it on. Yep. And I have a little overhang of this page where this part I'm going to cut off. So I've made it so you can kind of see. And I'm not sure I'm going to get those hand blades back on. So you might be thinking like, well then why did you cut them? I don't know. Sometimes you just have to try it. And it is okay to change your mind. And it is okay, you know, sometimes it's good to be a little bit gentle with yourself on maybe, you know, oh, look at that. That's cute. And that was kind of old and has been looking, but I think I can make that work again. I'm going to put that back in my kit. Here we go. So let's keep going with this page. I'm just cleaning my desk up just a little bit. I like to clean up as I go, so then I don't have a huge mess at the end. Oops, I forgot the point of what I was doing over there. Yeah, so I've also had a cold. So I had a cold and a disappointment. And so between the two of those things, so this is kind of interesting because this comes up, but then this is a pocket. I think I've made a page like this before. I know I haven't made a page like this before. So now my next question is, do these go back in? Let's see. And if they do, how to adhere them? Because I don't want to adhere them to the photos. So I might adhere them. I'm not sure that's going to work. But I like that you find us in those. What do you think? Let me see where the rest of that... Oh, now I've mixed up my kits over here. That is bad. That was not what I intended to do. Okay, so just seeing these two kind of make me feel like I need to have another one of those. Like it feels like there should be a third. But I don't know where. I almost think it's better. What do you think? With or without? I'm not sure. And so then I have this, which I really wanted to use. And so let's just try it with a date. Okay, so we're not going too crazy with it. Let's just do like 1996. I just kind of want to... Oh, I can't do 1996 because I have a 9 and a 6, but not... I could do 1995, but I don't think it's 1995. It could be 1997. We weren't sure. So there's the 7. Let me just try to pull that up and see how that works. It works. It's repositionable. I'm not sure I like it though. Yeah, I feel like this is not what I tell you to do, is it? Like, keep changing your mind. Don't, this is what not to do. There's those again. I kind of like them. I think I like them, but I think there's, maybe it's okay that there's only 2 of them. Let's use a little of this clear tape. And I just want to get a piece that's kind of That is gunked up. Oh, huh. I didn't really intend to keep that all the way down. Okay. So I'm going on to the photos just a little bit, but not too much. Like I do have some adhesive now that's on the photo. Maybe, okay, maybe like this, and then maybe the 1997 goes right there. That way I have 3 of those things. How about that? So at least with the guillotine cutter, it kind of feels like the faster you go, the easier it is. So I'm not going to, this one isn't going to go, I think I got these different. It's a little bit darker on one side than the other. The part of the, like the, oh, maybe I did have that right. I did. But then I changed it. Whoops. Okay. So one side of, if you're using a transparency, one side is going to have like where you can feel it, and the other side isn't. So I don't think it matters a ton, but it is kind of interesting to see where you want to put that. So I'm going to put this over here. Even though it's not on the photo, I guess, just for the placement of it, it kind of seems like it ought to go there, but then, right there, see it says love, and then I'll put 97. So the place I'm going to put this actually over this. Yes. Oops. So there I've got, I like that. And then I'll just cut off this extra. And now my, maybe it was not, you know, I don't know when it was. I guess I could Google it, but I'm just going to write 96. It might have been, I don't know. Let's use the 7. Let's see what we wrote. These photos were taken between 1995 and 1998. So I don't know for a fact it was 1997, but it could write late 90s or just 90s. Ugh. Like the way I put my 7. This poor little 7. Maybe I should use a 6. Okay. It's not totally perfect, but it's all right. Okay. So I've used some of these old letters. I don't think they look horribly old. Used some old transparencies. Mixed up my kit beyond recognition. No, I haven't. They're still divided up, so. I'm going to take this kit and put it back over here. This is my current kit, and then this is kind of my older kit. I'm going to put the older kit just off, away from me, so I won't be as tempted to use it. And now I'm just wondering if I want to use this postcard. It's not a photo. It's a Project Life type card. A pocketed page type card. That's what everybody's calling them now. Because Project Life is trademarked by Becky Higgins. And this is not a Becky Higgins product. This is from Pebbles. It's called Lakeside. And they are calling it 12 by 12 pattern paper, Lakeside, postcards. I don't think I necessarily like it. Because this is not, like, I don't want to have that stuck in there. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't really know. Okay, so if I put this, tuck it under. I don't know. All right, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not sure that I'm going to have a title on this page. Going into my Sharpie drawer. Oh, I should think about putting some embellishments on the page. Okay, so this is from and I shouldn't have stuck this down before I wrote on it. Now it's underneath. And I feel like I want some writing on there. Achoo, I'm going to sneeze. Oh. One more. Nope. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I really do have a cold. Again. Okay. Okay, so you're not going to be able to read all of this, but that gives enough. Oops, I've made a lump with my tape. That's not good. That's the kind of lump I want. Okay, so the story of this page is both about this, you know, we live on the bay, we're in Florida, and so there's always storms, but it's also a story about when we were dating, you know, a lot of time, my dad didn't really like Charlie, my now husband, and so, whoops, that doesn't go in the page, so, I want to write, like, whether we weathered the storm, weathering the storm, or something like that. Or the storm, the big storm, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me just see if I can. I almost want to make it red, too. Except then if I make it red and it's so outstanding, then I feel like it has to be a really great title, and I don't have like a great title except the big storm, which I don't think is all that awesome of a title. Let me get some seals. I don't know if they really work, but let's just see. Like lovebirds. Kind of pointing at us. I don't know. Okay, so if I did that, and then I can write the big storm, that might work. So I have, like, thank you for watching this if you're still watching. I feel like this is going a little rough. Big. Oops. So my next question is should the storm be in red or not? And I kind of think I want it to be. Even though there's not, like, the only other red on the page is around this postcard. I just think that might be fun. A big storm. And so I don't have any red letters, I don't think, in my kit here, so I'm going to go looking in and grab another cough drop, and then I'm going to go, I have a drawer full of stickers, and if you want to see the drawer, I have a scrapbook video on YouTube showing my organization of my stickers and letter stickers. And there is, just going to use kind of a basic font here. I have a playlist on YouTube called Scrapbook Organization, so you can see my letter stickers there, I believe. Okay, this is a little wonky because I put my like, the postcard is at an angle, but the title I've started to do is straight. So it's a little odd. I wouldn't have done that again. But I don't want to pull them up and reposition them because now I'm getting kind of done with this page. So here we go. Voila, I'm done. I think I am. I almost want to put something red down here now. like a little tiny heart or something like that. Or maybe right in here, like a little heart. I don't know. Let's see if I can find a little heart. I have a drawer full of chipboard elements. Let's see if we have anything red. Here's a heart that's bigger than I wanted. Oops. Here's a smaller heart that I don't really like the shape of, so I'm not going to use that one. Let's see how that big one looks. No. I don't like it. Let's just look in here for a second. See if there's anything awesome to use. You know, this might be. This stuff in here. Because that kind of looks like a, you know, I don't know if a rub-on will go on transparency. Do you want to find out? Let's look. So, okay, let's put it underneath this little birdie. And then if it works, we can put it under the other little birdie. And I find the backs of Sharpies work pretty good for getting your rub-ons down if you don't have a popsicle stick handy. Because it's sharp, but it's a little bit rounded. So I think it works. Okay, and that actually came from the kids. I'm feeling good about that. Ta-da! Okay, I think that works. I think that's kind of cute, actually. So there's a place for the bird to fly. Aw. And I like that. I think I'll do that again. Gives just a little bit of red. And so I have one more of those, or I have more of those, but I'm just going to cut one out. And then she'll go here. Okay. Okay, so I have like layered, I have the transparency kind of layered over that. Just because I'm afraid if anybody goes like that, they'll wreck the rub-on part. So I put it over one and under the other. And then really easily. And here comes the birdie. Just a little bit, whoops. Up. Okay. Yes. So 1, 2, 3. I have my visual triangle of red. And then I've got the story, the title, I've got photos, and I've protected them. I've made a pocket. Do we need anything else? No, probably not. Could we have anything else? Maybe. So let's just see what I've got in here. These little Jenny Bolin things are pretty cute. A little house, aw. But I almost think that I think they could be cute, but I think I'm not going to use them. Yep. I think the visual triangle is great, but I think more than that would be a little bit overkill. Or not. I forgot about these, but I had like chipboard label kind of things. I think they could have worked on this page. Like they could have been underneath the bird. I have, okay, so I have these things, which fit perfectly. They're like the wooden, what do you think about that? I kind of think like, I'm not sure how well, I know how I would put them down. I would use, that looks like a shark is eating me. But that's kind of cute. But I think I'm good. I don't know. I've got these little things. I don't think so. I really think I'm done. Let's see. The only thing I'm thinking that might be nice is something to indicate that this is a pullout. Although my family kind of knows me well enough, I think, that they would know that because, let's just see. Nah, I think I'm done. I heard a funny one recently. It was, there's a art teacher, like an arts and crafts teacher named Jenny Doe, who I think has come out with scrapbooking supplies recently, and somebody told me, or I heard on a video, I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody said, she says, you are the only person who knows when you have to poo. So you're the only person that knows when your scrapbook page is done. So I think my page is done. There it is. Thanks for bearing with me through this stormy page. Yeah, literally. Okay, thanks. And I will be making more pages with this kit, and I will be powering through my my temporary loss of Scrapbook Mojo. It happens to everybody. So just be aware that losing your mojo is part of the process. It happens. It happens to all of us. And if somebody says it doesn't happen to them, I don't know. I don't know if you should believe them. I really think I make a lot of pages and I am creative most of the time, but not all of the time. And sometimes I have a hiccup. And so yeah. Anyways, I think that it doesn't have to be the end of the world when you have a disappointment or a temporary lack of creativity. I think you can get it back, and I think it's okay if it's awkward. So there you go. I hope that helps. I'm Katie Scott. My blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and thank you for watching.